Passive income. Ever elusive, slithering away. You almost had it. For many years, I have been completely obsessed with this idea of passive income. And in fact, many of you don't know, but the whole reason I got into crypto in the first place was because of the passive income. Ultimately, why would someone want passive income in the first place? For me, the answer is I want to work.
You got soft hands, brother. You got soft hands.
On what I want to work on.
You ain't never worked a day in your goddamn life.
For me, retirement is not that I won't work
85 hours a motherfucking day.
but rather I have the choice and the freedom to do so. So my journey began after reading over 500 books. Traveling across the world, listening to guru after guru. I finally have a firm grasp.
Firmly grasp it.
On this whole concept. And after finally remembering the wise words that my father once told me.
Hey, it's your boy, Skinny Penis.
I'm going to be sharing today with you my top passive income sources of income that I'm making, along with upside potential, initial costs, downside, the risk, all that and more in this video.
Damn, hustling.
All right, the first passive income in crypto that we're going to be talking about is GPU mining. Now, if you don't know, GPU mining is the whole reason I got into crypto in the first place. And I currently have the largest GPU mining, top secret, illegal operation in the city that I live in. I'm very thankful for this. I'm very grateful. But the problem with GPU mining is when things are good, they're good. In the height of 2021, I was making over $3,000 per month passively. Passive income. But as of today, in the depths of the bear market, it's barely profitable.
That's a lot of damage.
A couple problems with this. When your business grows, so do your expenses. Your expenses exponentially grow alongside with your income. This is typical in most businesses, but you have to upgrade your electrical infrastructure. You have to upgrade your ventilation. And there's definitely waves of peaks and valleys on how profitable this is.
You go in there, don't get hit, come home with a pocket full of cash.
In my opinion, with GPU mining, you kind of have to front run the market and you have to be aware of what the market is doing. Also, your equipment, it goes with the price of Bitcoin. When Bitcoin goes up, your equipment goes up. And when Bitcoin goes down, the value of your equipment goes down. That is a side benefit of GPU mining, though. It's almost like owning some free real estate.
It's free real estate.
Because you have a physical asset to go along with the digital asset that you're mining. Another benefit to this is it's GPU, so it's very versatile. What you're capable of doing and the coins that you're capable of mining are almost unlimited. Now, they're not as powerful as the next thing that I'm going to be talking about, but they're very diverse, which is a good thing. My next passive source of income is ASIC mining. If you don't know what ASIC mining is, it stands for Application Specific Integrated Computer. These are computers specifically designed for mining the specific coin. In my case, it's Bitcoin, but there's also others. Now, the benefit to these things is they are a tank. They will just keep going and going and going. I've had way less maintenance on these type of things. All they need is airflow and they're good to go. Now, the downside with these is they are some power monsters. My one little ASIC uses almost as much power as the rest of my farm. So they're not very efficient. And also, they can only be mined on the coin that they're designed for. So in my case, if something were to happen to Bitcoin,
You're a fake and a fraud.
then my ASIC would become a worthless paperweight. You're locked into that coin. And the ROI isn't as high as GPU mining from my experience. All right, my next source of passive income is helium mining. Now, when helium mining first started out, I was really excited about this project. The developers were going in. Decentralized Wi-Fi, decentralized phone, that was amazing to me. However, during this bear market, the developers have really been disappointing me. And they've completely abandoned their blockchain. And to me, the biggest marker of what a coin is doing is how are they developing during the bear market. And in my opinion, they have completely dropped the ball. Now they're allegedly going to the Solana blockchain. Some people love the Solana blockchain. I do not. I don't like a cryptocurrency that the blockchain main net goes down once a month. That is unacceptable in my opinion. Also, the rewards are very sporadic. It's hard to determine what your block reward is going to be. Now, some of the benefits are it's very low cost of entry. You can get one of these helium miners for about $300 or $400. And also the power consumption is very low. They use about as much power as one light bulb, roughly $5 worth of electricity per year. I personally don't even feel mine, so I'm keeping it running. Ultimately, for this one, I was very excited, but I couldn't recommend it. Maybe in the future, they'll have a nice recovery, but for right now, not so much. Now, next on the list for passive income is liquidity mining. And if I have to be honest with you guys, if I'm telling the truth here, if I had it to do all over again with the knowledge that I know now, I would have just done liquidity mining instead of GPU mining. And I say that because you're basically doing the same thing in a roundabout way. And the rewards are essentially the same as far as ROI goes as well. The biggest difference is your expenses don't go up exponentially with your ROI, where the more I expand my farm, the more I'm going to have to upgrade my infrastructure. You don't have to do this with liquidity mining. Your rewards are minute by minute. You can do this on Sushi Swap, Uniswap, Saucer Swap, many of these decentralized exchanges. Now, some of the downside is you're going to have to pay gas fees. If you do it on Ethereum, you're going to pay Ethereum gas fees, which is god awful and will continue to be god awful. You're trash. However, with Saucer Swap, you're using HBAR. The gas fees are minuscule at best. I also recommend doing this via the Polygon network if you like Ethereum blockchain better. Also, another risk is if there's a new liquidity mining pool, you have the risk of getting rug pulled. So it's very important that you vet them out, make sure they're good. Currently with me on Saucer Swap, I have about $2,900 of my own money invested, and I'm making about $150 per month. That's certainly nothing to sneer at. And the amount of effort is just setting it up. Once it's set up, it's going. Now, the next source of passive income is going to be staking. There are different ways that you can stake. You can stake on a decentralized exchange like Uniswap, Saucer Swap, Stater, and many others. The rewards are going to be higher and they're going to be safer, in my opinion. Your biggest risk is a brand new staking decentralized exchange rug pulling, which is why, in my opinion, the saying pioneers get the arrows, but the settlers get the land. You don't want to be the first one on one of these decentralized exchanges, but that's my opinion and my strategy. Another way that you can stake is using the exchanges. Now, this is simpler to set up, and that's the benefit, but ultimately, you're giving your keys to them. This can be a great way to earn passive income, but ultimately, you're giving your keys to them. So you're giving them access to your money, and when things inevitably go bad, they're going to keep your money. That is the biggest risk, in my opinion, which is why I would never do it on a smaller unknown exchange. The only one I would even consider would be Binance or Coinbase, but really, it's not for me. One of my favorite ways to earn passive income is by getting cash back on these exchanges, though. You can use Uphold and Coinbase are the main two. Send in an ACH transaction, spend it with their debit card, and you get cash back in XLM, XRP, whatever coin you choose. For me, I chose XLM and XRP, and I'm getting roughly $40 a month cash back just by me spending my regular money on groceries and gasoline. This is a simple and safe way to do it. However, I don't think you're going to retire doing it this way, but every little bit counts. Now, I know this is mostly a crypto channel, but I'd be reminiscent if I didn't mention real estate, because real estate ultimately is the reason I got into crypto in the first place.
It's free real estate.
Last year, my properties appreciated more in value than I earned in income. It's absolutely insane to think about. Now, I don't know who created this notion that regular people can't afford real estate, but in my personal opinion, they don't make any more land. They print US dollars every single day. You can't afford not to buy real estate. Yeah, I think people have this notion that the average price is $350,000 and they need $350,000 to buy this property. And although that would be great, ultimately it's not true. Almost everyone in America with a 600 credit score can get approved for an FHA loan. You only need 3.5% down or $12,000. Some people get that back on their taxes. I know you can certainly get it doing DoorDash and Lyft on the weekends for a few months. If you just live there for a year, move out, and then there you go. Rent it out, you have a rental property. You're getting cash flow, appreciation, tax benefits, and much more. Lastly, one of my favorite passive income sources is dividends from my dividend portfolio. This takes a lot more liquidity to actually retire. You need upwards of $1 million, where some of the other ones not so much, but it's definitely the simplest and easiest to wrap your brain around, in my opinion. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Which ones did I miss? Which one is your favorite? I tried to lay things out in a way of upside and downside risk so that you can ultimately make your own decision. That is very informed. But that's it for this time. I appreciate every single one of you. Make sure you subscribe down below. If you want to get cash back and Uphold, check my link in the description. If you want to know how to set up Saucer Swap, I got a playlist over here. Peace, love, prosperity. God first. God bless. I'm out.
Damn hustling, 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 hustling,
It's your
hustling,
boy
hustling,
Ski.
hustling, 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 hustling.